Hello there and good afternoon. The International Trade Secretary, Dr. Liam Fox, told the Sunday Times that if MPs do not vote for the deal put forward by Theresa May and agreed by Brussels, then the chances of Brexit actually happening were 50-50. Well, I've got news for Dr. Fox. As far as I'm concerned, if MPs do vote for that terrible deal, then Brexit will have been trashed anyway. Through being indefinitely committed to the Irish backstop arrangement, it ties the UK down to an even worse fate than if the UK was staying in the European Union, which is damaging enough. Further, the amount of control her deal actively hands over to the EU with regards to our defence, security and foreign policies is breathtaking. Check out what Veterans for Britain says about this. But the nub of it is that as part of this, a defence treaty will be lined up for signing between the UK and the EU sometime after Brexit Day, but during the transition period. And because that will then be an international treaty between the UK as a sovereign nation state and the EU, then ministers of the Crown can sign it off without Parliament getting involved. Had they timed it to be signed before the 29th of March 2019, then it would be a supranational agreement and MPs would be able to scrutinise it and reject it. These things are all well documented, and the fact that a Minister of the Crown is willing to go along with all of this is incredible, let alone a minister who professes to be a Brexiteer. What Fox said was that Brexit could only be 100% certain if MPs voted for that deal. I have to ask, what is he on? And referring to the referendum outcome, he also said, Parliament cannot now, with any honour, renege on that result. And also that going back on it would put us into unprecedented territory with unknowable consequences. But of course, voting for May's deal is reneging on that result, because it hands total power over to the Eurocrats and separates off Northern Ireland from the rest of the UK. And every Brexiteer across the land worth their salt knows this, and that includes the DUP MPs. Any Tory now serving as a government minister at any level must be considered as even worse than Remainers. Not only are they, as far as I'm concerned, knowingly forcing the UK into permanent vassalage, the Brexiteers amongst them, if they truly ever were, are royally screwing the very people they now pretend to support. And if this is an attempt at scaremongering, then it falls far short of the mark. And further, what is he saying? That ministers will not opt for the no-deal option if Theresa May's deal doesn't go through? How many times has Theresa May, his boss, stood up in the House of Commons and said quite clearly that we will be leaving the EU at 11 p.m. on the 29th of March 2019, whatever? Well, the one silver lining to the cloud is that Fox's words will at least encourage the Remainers to stop Theresa May's deal, which is an imperative first step for the very survival of the UK as an independent nation state. The next step is to prevent anyone interfering with the leaving date of the 29th of March 2019. Anyway, what do you think? Please leave a comment below and thank you for watching.